Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am going to take a poem, Palanquin Bearers of class 9th, which is written by Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was born in 1879 and died in 1949. She was an Indian poet, born into a Bengali family in Hyderabad. Her father was a scientist and her mother was a poet. She grew up surrounded by artists, intellectuals, and revolutionaries. She was a brilliant student who entered at Madras University at the age of 12, and from that age started to write poetry. In 1895, she was sent to England to study at King's College London and Girton College Cambridge before poor health forced her to give up her studies and return home. In 1925, Sarojini Naidu was the first Indian woman to be elected as the president of Indian National Congress, and continuing her active participation in Gandhi's program Satyagrah, a non-violent form of protest. She was put into jail on many occasions by the British. Her published works, poetic works, include The Golden Threshold 1905, The Bird of Time 1912, The Broken Wing 1917, Selected Poems 1930, The Sceptred Flute 1937 with introduction of Joseph Auslander, and The Feather of the Dawn 1961. Many of her speeches have also been published. Dear students, as you are not well acquainted with this culture, when a bride is being carried by the bearers in a palanquin, this culture has been not completely vanished. Still, it exists in most of the tribal areas, where you can see the bride is being carried by bearers in a palanquin. This poem is a collection of different similes used by the poet to describe a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on a brow of a tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Dear students, how the bride is being carried by the bearers in a palanquin. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. We refers, dear students, bearers. Bearers means carriers. The persons who carry the bride in a palanquin. And how they carry? They carry her along lightly, with great care, dear students. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She looks like a flower, sways in the wind of their song. Dear students, this poem is in the form of song, which is sung by the Palanquin Bearers when they carry the bride in a palanquin. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She refers, dear students, the bride. She skims, the bride skims in a palanquin. She looks like a bird, skims on the foam of a stream. Foam means just bubble of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. The bride, floats in a palanquin. She looks a laugh. The bride looks like a laugh. The bride looks like a laugh. Floats on the lips of a dream. Dear students, in this line, what the poet says, that the bride feels very happy when she is being carried by the bearers to the husband's house, as she has started a new life with her husband and with her in-laws. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. Gaily, oh gaily, gaily means happily. How they glide, how the Palanquin Bearers glide the bride, gaily. It means they feel very happy to carry their student's bride on their shoulders. And we sing means they sing a song. Dear students, when they sing a song, that helps them to carry the bride very easily. They don't feel it a heavy burden, dear students, while carrying. By singing a song, we bear her along like a pearl on a string. We means, dear students, the bearers, the carriers, how they carry. They carry her along like a pearl. She looked like a pearl on a string when she is being carried by the bearers. Softly, softly we bear her along. When she is being carried by the bearers, how she is being carried? With great care. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She looks like a star. Yes, friends, the bride looks like a star, hanging in the, we can say, sky in the dew of their song. She springs like a beam on the brow of a tide. She means, dear friends, the bride. The bride looks like a beam springing on the top of a tide. Brow means top, or tide means, dear friends, wave. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. How the bride looks? The bride looks like a tear falling from the eyes of a bride. Dear students, what the poet says in this line, the poet says that she feels very unhappy as she is going to separate from her parents at the time of her marriage. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. How they carry, dear students, the bride, how she is being carried by the bearers. She is being carried by the bearers lightly. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. We refers, dear students, the bearers. They carry her along, and she looked like a pearl on a string when she is being carried by the bearers. Dear students, in this poem, the poetic device which is used by the poet, that is simile. Simile means, dear students, when two things are compared indirectly by using the word like or as. In this poem, 7 lines that you can see this kind of poetic device is used, simile. That means like the as motive, dear students. The poetic device known as simile. 7 lines was used. Another poetic device, dear students, is used, that is called refrain in this poem. Refrain means a line or a part of a line or a group of lines are repeated. That is called a refrain. We see here, dear students, we bear her along like a pearl on a string, and it is used again. The last line, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you see, we bear her along. It is repeated, dear students. This line is repeated. It is called a refrain. A poetic device says a refrain. That means a line, young part of a line, young group of lines repeatedly used. That poetic device is called refrain. Thank you.